Fabrizio Romano has come out and confirmed to us that Gyökeres to Arsenal is concrete on a condition if at all Arsenal decide to go in for centre forward. Good morning, Rokani Media Football. It is much like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. This is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as your favorite teams are really concerned. If at all you obviously want to go back to a team known as Manchester United, you can as well subscribe onto our channel known as United Matters channel. That's where we do the Manchester United content in. Now, we are obviously going to be looking to Declan Rice and obviously talking about the game of England. They're going to be playing today against Slovenia, and other players that are expected to be dropped in the English national team and those that are expected to be maintained into this. So let's see close to 300 likes. Smash this video and don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers, guys. Let's do it. And by the end of this month we should be having 22,000 subscribers onto this YouTube channel of ours. Now, in the previous 3-4 days we've been having stories from Portugal, and I went ahead obviously bring you those stories and reacted onto them. And I told you that we wait to see what the prominent journalists like Fabrizio Romano, David Austin, Sammy McBell, Matlo, Dimazio, etc. have to say about this. And finally, Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead obviously coming through and had to say about the Victor Gyökeres deal. In Portugal, they are saying it's closed. George Mendes, super agent, is in talks to see that this player crosses and obviously gets to the side of Arsenal. And now Fabrizio Romano has his say about this deal. He first told us the following about Victor Gyökeres to the side of Arsenal. He said, in the last 24 to 48 hours, we had some rumors about a deal being closed, being very advanced. I also saw something from Portugal that it's almost completed. I'm told this is not true. That is what he told Court Offside, that is Fabrizio Romano. That all what we've been hearing from Portugal, that Gyökeres to Arsenal is really very close, it's not very true. And where does it leave Fabrizio Romano and the person that went ahead obviously put in this story? Now, I believe that no one has the last say on a transfer. Some transfers are hidden and certain people are really close to them than you cannot even think. So I don't think that Fabrizio is lying according to his information. Get me clearly, according to his sources of information. But I can't also come here and say that Lenino from Portugal, who has gone ahead obviously give us an update about this guy Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal, is also lying, because he's also being fed in from a source. You understand? So let's wait and see at the end of the summer transfer window who is really gonna be true. You understand? Because recently Fabrizio Romano had just gone ahead to post that United is still into the deal of Olise and they're trying to obviously do the needful, but David Austin dropped a spoiler to what Fabrizio was saying, and he came out and said that Olise has really, Chelsea have gone ahead to step out of the transfer negotiations of Olise, and Olise is set to make a decision. And in a minute, David Austin posted or put up an article on The Athletic that Olise has chosen has chosen Bayern Munich over any other team that was interested in him, and Fabrizio got his phone and got the details of the deal. So he might not get it right at first, but he'll obviously get in some information. But however much he has gone ahead to refute the rumor that the deal is closed, he has not come out and said that it's 100% off, that Arsenal is not interested into Victor Gyökeres. And he added onto this and said that Victor Gyökeres is a concrete possibility for Arsenal in case they decide to sign a striker. Now, he's like trying to obviously be in the same line or be perpendicular to Lenino coming in from Portugal, telling us that Victor Gyökeres is a concrete possibility for Arsenal in case they decide to sign a striker. So it shows you that the interest of Arsenal in Victor Gyökeres is genuine and it's concrete, and Arsenal will go for Victor Gyökeres if at all they decide to sign for the striker. We all know that it was Benjamin Sesko first, Osimhen, and now it's on to the man called Victor Gyökeres. So Fabrizio has gone ahead, obviously give Arsenal fans a breathing space about this deal, and we're here to wait and see where the Gyökeres deal is really gonna end, as Arsenal have gone ahead to really list 4 players to sign this summer transfer window: a left back, a central midfielder, a right winger, and a center forward. And we wait on how Arsenal is going to be doing its business. They are really slow to this, and you cannot tell me that it's the Euros delaying them, because for Gyökeres, he's not playing in the Euros. Sweden is not playing in the Euros, and they would have already gone ahead, obviously, go and sign in a player like him if at all they felt like he is really the right guy. Meaning that we wait. This week, I promise there's going to be something big. If we don't get a here we go of Arsenal signing a different or a player, we'll get to know the priorities of Arsenal. As I know, Mikel Arteta is set to return to Sob Reality Training Center after a month of rest. Remember, Arsenal last played a game of football on the 18th. I think it was the 19th, right? 19th of May. And right now, we are 6 days past June, and those are close to 5 weeks. And I think in this last week of June, he's going to be returning to the Sob Reality Training Center with Edu to see how things are really going to be panning out and which deal is going to be really executed fast for the club of Arsenal. That's why I tell you that something is going to be something huge is going to be happening. If you don't hear here we go, we'll get to know who Arsenal is going to have to make their priority summer transfer target, as he hasn't gone ahead to be pronounced till now. Yet we've always gone ahead to know that Arsenal's priority signings are mostly known between January and March in the calendar year. You understand? So for Ben White, we knew it in February 2021 that Arsenal has gone ahead to make him their priority. For Gabriel Jesus, it was March of 2022. Then the other guy, obviously, was Declan Rice. We got to know about him being the priority signing of Arsenal in 2023. That was January. You understand? So that's why I anticipate something huge this week from Arsenal, and that announcement will be gotten in because they need to obviously get themselves better and 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 better. So let's wait and see how things really pan out. But Gyökeres to Arsenal deal is concrete, and Fabrizio Romano has told us that it's not close and advanced as reported to by Lenino from Portugal, but Gyökeres is a concrete possibility, to Arsenal. You get? Gyökeres is a concrete possibility to sign for Arsenal. So when Fabrizio Romano comes out and describes it as concrete, you get to know that Arsenal are really on this deal. And if they decide to sign a striker, then this guy will come in through, because the transfer can change. You understand? Arsenal can come out and say, all right, we are going to really trust Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz to lead the line of Arsenal throughout the next season. You get? All they can say, we need in a typical number 9. As questions have always gone here to be raised that where is Gabriel Jesus going to be playing for all Arsenal getting in number 9? Because those will be 3 centre forwards at the club of Arsenal. And will Mikel Arteta drop Kai Havertz back in the midfield? That is one of the big question marks that have gone here to be posed right about now on the situation of Arsenal. So when Fabrizio comes out and says if they decide to sign, meaning that a decision was made on Benjamin Sesko, and after missing out on Benjamin Sesko, the decision is there to be made. So that is it for Gyökeres to Arsenal deal, a concrete possibility. Into the comment section below, what do you tell me about this deal? Do you think Arsenal really gonna decide to go in for Gyökeres, as the lineup of strikers is really increasing every day that are being linked to Arsenal? As even Gyökeres, you know him very well, has come out and obviously said that he's really that he really wants out, and Arsenal are really a threat to Borussia Dortmund for this deal. Pretgoal is going to put out that story. I'm going to be coming out and obviously dissecting it to the fullest and see how you guys are really going to be reacting to it. So after that, let's obviously get into Declan Rice. We all know that England is playing Slovenia today, and this is what Rice had to say. I've watched Slovenia, their first 2 group games, and they've actually been really, really good. They have a lot of strong players, really fast. Obviously, the main talking point, Benjamin Šeško, the boy who plays up front. He's been a massive target for clubs around Europe. Tomorrow is going to be really tough when you play teams like Slovenia. You know what you're going to get. They are going to come at us. They're going to want to win the game. They are going to want to shock the world. So he's like, it's not going to be an easy tie for the side of England, and we all know that. It might not look easy, but it might be that tie that is going to really show people that England is serious and is really wanting to obviously win the trophy. Because when you start out right now and you look at how things are really panning out on the side of England, you believe that for them to see to it that they get into the mode of really winning this game, they need to make massive changes. But Rice is talking about Benjamin Šeško, and Benjamin Šeško is really one of those that you need to see to it that all goes on all as planned. So we wait and see how that is going to be going, but he says they are going to come at England, and we all know that they'll come to really put in the win, because if at all they win, they'll be tied on 4 points, and it will make them easy to obviously compete for the next slots. And England feels like they're having 4 points. If they lose to Slovenia, obviously England will be tied on the same points with Slovenia. You understand? And Slovenia will be ahead of England because of the head-to-head. So we wait and see how things really pan out for this group. But Denmark is going to be playing Serbia, another huge game of football that is hate to be played very, very soon. So as we're going to talk about changes England need to make, because that midfield, Declan Rice needs a better partner to obviously play alongside him. David Austin has come out and really told us that a decision is going to have to be made, that Conor Gallagher said to come into the England starting 11 for the final Euro group game versus Slovenia. Chelsea midfield expected to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold as Gareth Southgate continues trend of tweaking England team for game 3 of making tournaments. Of major tournaments. So I think it will be looking better for the side of England. They look better with Declan Rice and Conor Gallagher into the midfield. I know that they would have gone to even look better with obviously Kobe Mainoo and Rice in the midfield, but I think at least Conor Gallagher, he will obviously try to put in some huge performances into the mix in that midfield, and it will make it hard to see to it that all doesn't go on as to the plan of Slovenia. And if I'm England, why should I even go for a double pivot when I'm playing against a team like Slovenia? And that shows you that Gareth Southgate really has problems. He has to go in for a single pivot of Declan Rice and really let players of Flair play alongside Declan Rice. And in this style of football, I would go for a 4-3-3. Declan Rice, Bellingham, and Phil Foden in the midfield. Then Saka onto the right, and Anthony Gordon off the left, with Harry Kane leading the line. But this man is really stubborn. He's really going to stick with a double pivot where it's not needed, because in a game of this magnitude, you don't need a double pivot. You need to obviously go with a single pivot and really create lots of chances and send a message to everyone you're going to be playing against that it's really great style for you. So after that, we obviously have Matt Law. He has told us that however much people believe that Phil Foden is going to be dropped for Anthony Gordon, it is said that Phil Foden is expected to keep his place in England's final Euro 2024 Group C game versus Slovenia, with Gareth Southgate unlikely to make wholesome changes. Conor Gallagher is poised to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield. So I think Phil Foden is undroppable for the side of England, and they should keep him on the field of play, and nothing should obviously be really put down in there for you. And I just can't wait to see how England is going to re-line up, and the game of football is going to be played at 22 hours in there for you. So guys, let me know your thoughts on Gyökeres to Arsenal deal, concrete as prescribed or described by Fabrizio, Romano, and what do you make about Declan Rice insinuating that it's not going to be an easy game with Slovenia? And are you behind the manager of England to drop Conor Gallagher? To drop Trent Alexander-Arnold for Conor Gallagher? And would you keep Phil Foden into the England national team starting 11 today? All that and more into the comment section below. So we sign out for now. See you later as we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name, and everything looks like he's okay, and you guys are really great and doing better stuff. Not so let's continue to subscribe, spread the love over, and today looks like a good day of really getting you huge content like never before. It has been long since I last went ahead to come and obviously did this morning video. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and we out. Bye-bye.